Good evening, friends. Good evening, humans. There is nothing more beautiful but seeing a relationship between two people or two beings. That the relationship exists, that the relationship is colorful, that the relationship is fully two ways, like almost like DNA strand twisted and it's swirling, changing color, singing. But there is a bit more beautiful on this planet that we can see when we see a true relationship of a being, human, with himself. Through a relationship with himself, a being has a full relationship with from Creator. Yet we've been really deceived that these relationships has to be twisted with the many different tricks, many different techniques of paying attention to something of more importance than this relationship with yourself. So based on this little intro, title for today, it goes like this: Individual success versus conscious integrity. Yet, this individuality is one of these tricks that I just mentioned earlier. Another one is a success of our anything, of our work, of our look, of our achievements, success of where we live, who we are, yet just on the surface, not deep down who we truly want to become. Did any of these successes are present, let's say life surface successes, cherish peaceful solutions? How many successful politicians, they truly get an award for peace that they really deserve it? Not the ones who make a war in the first administration and on the second administration, when they try to amend this war, they get a peace award. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous, because we have to find a way that this success story has to be really cleansed and put it in the right perspective, that we truly want peace. And then we treat this peace as a success, not as only like a solution how to have a less war, as success. So based on this, if you go, this Nobel Prize scam is going on for like many years, and nobody's want to bring this out as a scam. Why nobody is trying to bring the scientists who developed nuclear weapons, developed all this dirty, very unsophisticated destructionist weapons, into the questioning and asking for their repentance, asking for them to respond properly towards the damages that they brought to humanity. To me, this would be a right way towards a peaceful solution, not to try to find another, develop another weapon who will protect us from another weapon. This is not the way. We have to find a true reason how to pinpoint an integrity of all of us here who live here, who create, so-called create here, because some of these scientists or creatures, they don't create, they just make something that will be so destructive that it's almost fathomable why we are cherishing these freaks. And we treat them as successful. And we want to make statues of them. And we want to make a war memorials. Yes, true that some wars were led to protect its own nation. Yet what if you do the war inside the nation and you just decide randomly just to create a war, you decide that Serbians has to go, Jewish has to go, blacks has to go, or whatever separation that you make, and suddenly you have a conflict. In some of these destructionists are very happy, clapping, ooh, nice, prophets, sacrifices, a lot of blood spilled in the air, in the ground, a lot of screams in the air. Yet, if I go back to my first little intro, where is this relationship with inner human? Of any of these, scientists, militants, the governmental freaks, how you can learn to protect yourself if you don't even understand how to protect your nation? Okay, the other way around. How you can learn to protect your nation if you still don't know how to protect yourself? And I'm not talking about somebody's attacking you, thug on the street. No. I'm talking about truly energetic, invisible attacks where governments and all the influences around you actually attacking you day in, day out, putting you into a deadly danger, putting you in a position where you lose complete connection with your inner self, when you lose complete conscious urging for your integrity. Many of these so-called integrities that we kind of walk on this planet are still fake. They're not conscious. They are learned. We've been pre-educated to know what is integrity. If I have enough money, I'm very full of integrity. If I'm somebody important, successful, I'm full of the integrity. Right? Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely has nothing to do with true conscious integrity. Where your spirit starts feeling so content with everything around, knowing that nothing can hurt it, because you are so protected. By who? By yourself. By your full connection with Prime Creator. And this we can bring kind of religious connotations of faith, beliefs. I have to pray enough to be, protected. No, you don't. You don't. The only thing what you do is to find this inner beauty of you in relationship with your connection with the God, with Prime Creator. And only then your integrity will be absolutely recognized as true. And who's going to recognize your integrity? It will be you again. Yet you will see other people watching you with an awe, saying like, look at this beautiful being. Has no fear, has no anxiety in him, in her. Why children are so, very little ones, are so beautiful, so full of themselves, so, courageous, absolutely beautiful, and then they get dirty and they get uglier as they grow, and they get more dirty and they get completely famous and successful, and everybody thinks on the surface they're so called beautiful, yet deep down they're the most anxious beings. Many of these creatures come to me for healing, and I can tell you, makeups Eyelashes, plastic surgeries, money, power cannot hide their anxiety, their inner disturbance. They don't like themselves, ever. Yet they, on the outside, treat it very successful, very rich. So where is the balance there? They cannot achieve this balance, ever. Because their way of success is too much oriented towards materialistic means. And in most of the cases, only towards materialistic means. And materialistic, it's a look, it's a front, a mask that many of these creatures are putting on. Yes, conscious integrity is something that we can talk truly in a full video, but at the present time is just to get your feeling that not all the integrities that we kind of learned in a school or in our social upbringing and social communication with other people is quite true. And it's real. It's more like a synthetic integrity that we are living. We have to find true organic integrity that we can raise our relationship with ourselves to the highest possible level. And this can be done only if you, step by step, every day, urging to become a better person than you've been yesterday.